it's Renee from Tailspin Farm. I am coming at you from northern mid-Michigan, and I live here on a small inland lake with my husband and our youngest son, and I am a knitter, a crocheter, a hand spinner, and I raise Angora rabbits to spin their fiber with. So we have a lot of things going on here. We have had almost 3 inches of rain in the last 24 hours. And so we are super wet today. We have been out in the yard working the last week or so. We've had some finally nice weather here, and we got our gardens going, and I'm itching to get back out there, but it's going to be towards the end of the week this week before we have, finally it looks like our weather is straightening up. We had snow a couple weeks ago. I think it was 2 Fridays ago we had snow come in, and we had a nice week last week, but then this last couple days here we just had a really ton of rain. So I thought I'd hop on here. It's been a bit since I've done a video, and you'll hear it's windy too. It's very windy. I have not done a video in, I don't know, probably a month was my last video. And so I thought I'd hop on and just show you some things I'm working on. I don't know if this would be considered a podcast or not. I haven't delved that far into this world yet. I guess I need to do that and just see how to list this as I don't know, just a chat or whatever. So I thought I'd show you some of the stuff I've worked on, some of the stuff I am working on. I have a few finished projects, but I don't have any of them here. So if I get tech savvy when I'm talking about those, I'll pop in some pictures of the finished work and just show you what I have made and I don't have anymore. So let's see, we will start with, I was gifted, we'll start with that. Let me grab my book here. I was gifted some fiber. Our son works at a local grocery store here in town, in our small town, and I just found out that the owners also have a rare breed of sheep. And I am not a sheep person per se. I know lots of people with sheep, but I've raised Angora rabbits for 15 years or so. So I know the Angora rabbit. We had alpacas at one time, so I'm familiar with alpacas. And we had Pygora goats at one time. And so Pygora goats are pygmy Angora cross goats. They're small. I can handle them on my own pretty easily. And they were all of them were fiber animals, but I have never been around sheep too much. And so when my son asked if I wanted to try some of her rare breed sheep, I'm like, yes, of course. So she sent him home with some bats, a small amount, and I have spun those up. This is, well, first I should tell you what they are. They are Romdale CMV sheep, which, again, I had never heard of them. I have never seen them. I talked to her and I said, I'd love to come visit your farm just to see them because I'm always interested in fiber animals. But I have this book here, Fleece and Fiber, the Fleece and Fiber source book. If you are interested in different breeds and stuff, this is a huge book, big book. And it has, I think, all of the fiber animals out there in here. But this is her sheep there. So, so she sent me home with some, just some stuff to do. I could make felted things out of. So it was more of a waste, the waste of the fiber that she had. And she sent me some bats, which I spun. There was another one, but that's part of my finished project. So this was one of them that I spun. Beautiful taupe color. And then she sent some unwashed fiber. which I will probably wash this up and see what I can do with it. Let me see if I can show you the kink. I think that's going to show up. I can smell, I love the smell of it. So I have two different colors, which is really beautiful. And what I did with, this is the other color that she had, and I already spun it. And what I did with it was I spun it back on, I spun it with one of my Angora bobbins, and it made a beautiful fiber. If you don't follow me on Instagram, that's where I am the most. You can follow me at Tailspin Farm, and if you go there, you will see what I'm talking about with these bobbins that I spun and what I made, because I always post pictures of stuff. But what I ended up making with that, and I gifted it back to her because she is, I found out after talking to her, she raises the sheep. She used to have like 80 some, and now she's down to just a handful. And she used to spin, but she never knit or crochet. So she's never made products out of her stuff. And so I quickly whipped up this. It is called the Bandana Cowl, and it's by the Pearl Bee. And it's a knit, just a bandana cowl. I did have to cut it short in the length here because I only had that one bobbin, and I wanted to have a complete project to send back to her to thank her for giving me all of this. And so the drape on this ended up being really beautiful. And again, if I figure it out, I will pop a picture in here when I'm putting this video, when I'm editing it. I'll pop a picture of the finished product. But if I don't, because I didn't figure it out, you can go to Instagram and find it there. And so that's the first thing I've been working on. Yeah, so I still have this one, which I have been spinning. This is all Angora bobbins, half full, full. This one I just finished last night. So this is a 2-ply white. I've been grooming rabbits and getting ready for summer. So I just finished this one today, which you could see it's kind of a green-brown color. I have the rabbits with the, I can't think of what they're called. They have the different color tones as you look from their roots out to the tips. They have the varying colors, and the word is escaping me. So this one has a little bit of brown in it. I might ply this together and make myself one of those bandana cowls because it was just so beautiful. So that's the other thing I've been working on, is filling up bobbins. I am hoping to get, I've been in my shop, which is also tailspinfarm.com, I've been having, every now and then when I get enough, I've been selling mini skein packets of my Angora. And so that's hopefully, once I get these finished off here in the next few days, I will hopefully have enough for a couple more mini skein sets that will be in the shop, but I'll let you know for sure. The second thing that I have been working on the last few weeks is prayer shawls. I don't know if any of you have seen these books or done these. These have been around for a really long time. These are from the Lion Brand website. These are going to be flipped. But a friend and I, years and years ago, probably 10, 15 years ago, had, and I've got fiber all over, we had a prayer shawl ministry at our church that we probably did hundreds of them over the years. And I haven't done any in quite a while, and then just recently, of course, with everything going on in the world, there seems to be so many people that we know that are having illnesses, not necessarily with what's going on, but just there's a lot of people sick that we're hearing about, friends and things. And so I pulled out my prayer shawl booklets because I thought, I've got all of this hand spun fiber that I've spun. I did the 12 Days of Christmas spin along. It was all hand spun. And then I did another one after the first of the year. And so I have a whole huge basket full of hand spun yarn. And it's a lot of just various colors and different styles of spinning. And I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it. I thought about listing it on my shop, and then, I don't know, I hadn't. And then I got to thinking, I have a whole stash of boughten yarn, you know, from Michael's or Hobby Lobby or Joann's that I have in my closet. So I pulled that out and I started matching some of my hand spun with some of the other things to get enough to make a project. So I have done 2 prayer shawls in the last couple weeks here. Those have gone out in the mail, but they were both done with a skein of hand spun, and then I took what I had to match up the rest of it. So one of them was for a little girl, and it was purple was the color, base color of it, but I had pinks and I had light purples and dark purples. So I put that all, okay, I got interrupted. So I've sent 2 of those prayer shawls out to friends or to people I know. And the one that is a quick crochet, fairly quick, I can get one done in a few days, is out of this book here. This is the first one, I think. Yeah, this is volume 1. And I'm sure you can still find these if you're interested, but I like the crocheted triangle shawl. And again, with the hand spun and the bought in yarns, my stash that I used, it ended up being a striped variegated. Both of them did, because I didn't have enough yarn for one color, but they turned out really beautiful. So again, if I figure out how to add a picture, I will put pictures in of both of the prayer shawls here. And if not, you can see them on Instagram. Okay, so I have just a couple of whips. I say a couple, but I have a couple more too that I haven't even, I didn't even pull out for this. I am working on my Edward's Menagerie book. I am working on a koala bear for a grandson whose birthday's coming up, who told me that he really wanted one, and they were here this weekend, and he found my book, pulled it out and said, could you please make me one? So I started that. So I have that, and I've also been working on a Moses basket that I've been crocheting, and I just need to sit down and finish the height on it. I've gotten the base, the oval round done, and I need to finish the height. So hopefully maybe the next time I do a video, that one will be done. But the other things that I am working on, now do I don't have everything here. Anyways, let me go grab it and I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and I grabbed the Edward Menagerie. If you remember on one of my previous videos, I was working on the bunny rabbit, pink bunny rabbit, and this book is written in UK version, so they are a DC for single crochet, and I did not realize that until the end of my bunny. So I kept her as a double crochet all the way through, and she ended up being ginormous. Still cute, but this time I am following the directions, and this is single crocheted. I have the base started. And these go together pretty quickly. This is the body is the biggest part, and then you have the arms and the arms, legs, and head on all of them, and they are all the same pattern pretty much, with a few adjustments here and there depending on the animal that you're making. So yeah, so I'm working on that for him. I have ordered during this whole shutdown. I have, of course, here in Michigan, we are still in lockdown. Technically, we are in full lockdown until May 28th, which isn't until next week sometime, the end of next week. Yeah, the end of next week is when we are supposed to hopefully get out of shutdown. So some of our stores are open, you know, Walmart, Meijer, all of those places are open. And we do have Hobby Lobby and Joann's open, but we here live in a small town, and we are about 35 to 45 minutes away from everything, all of those stores. And so I'm just not in the mood to go. I don't want to fight the crowds or fight the whatever. I'm not in the mood to go to a store right now. So I haven't been. And so I went ahead, which this isn't something I typically, I don't know if I've ever done this, but I got on the Lion Brand website and I ordered 2 kits because when I go, if I go buy yarn for something, I want to be able to touch the yarn and look at the yarn and feel the yarn to go with the pattern I'm making. And I'm not doing that right now. And so I thought, well, I'll just go into the Lion Brand website and they have the kits with the patterns and they have the yarn that works for the pattern. They have it all put together for you. You just pick your colors. So I went ahead and did that. And so the first one I got was this, and I wish it was in color. It's really cute. It's Happy at Home, or yeah, Happy at Home hoodie. So this is a crocheted pattern, and it is just a hoodie sweater. And so I'm working on that, and it is in the Kobo Lions Brand, and I got it in the denim color. I think it's denim, and I don't have my glasses. Yes, it's in the denim color, and I started this a few weeks ago. Of course, I have all these projects going on, so that is why this is not finished yet. But I have a start on, this is the left front panel piece. So this is just the ribbing of the bottom, and then the sweater will come up off from here. So I've got that one, the side is almost done, and then I'll start going up. I think that was the left panel piece. And so, yeah, I've got that one, and this one might take me a while, I don't know. And then once I got that one, I thought, well, why not get, I saw this sweater on A Quiet Corner. I cannot think of her name, but she is she's on YouTube. She has a channel, A Quiet Corner, or The Quiet Corner. I think it's The Quiet Corner. I think it's Vanessa. And she had a sweater that she had completed on one of her last podcast videos, and I fell in love with it. And one of my goals for this year, for 2020, was to knit a sweater. I am a long time crocheter. I've crocheted for 30 years now, and I taught myself to knit, I don't know, maybe 15 years ago, but I'm not as good of a knitter as I am a crocheter. And so one of my goals this year was to knit a full real life sweater. And so she had this Autumn League pullover sweater. And again, it's not in color, but it's just a simple pullover sweater. And so I decided that this would be my 2020 knitted sweater. And again, I went on the Lion Brand website and got the kit, and I picked out, I must be gravitating towards blues right now because I also picked out a blue here. This color is Sun Bleached, and the brand is the Cotton Jeans, Lions Brand Collection Cotton Jeans. So this is another lightweight sweater. Vanessa had, I hope it's Vanessa, had done hers in a beautiful plum color. And I went to look up the yarn, and for me, the yarn was a bit pricier than what I wanted to pay for my first knit sweater. And so I thought, if I can get one done and get the feel for it, then maybe I'll go to the more expensive yarn. But so yeah, those are my 2 kits I ordered to have, and maybe by the end of the year, oh, I've got coffee, we'll just do that. Maybe by the end of the year, I will have a sweater or 2 completed. And I think the last thing is just some yarn that I have. I ordered this from Twisted. It's Twisted, that was the shop name. I think that's the shop name. I want to say it's Twisted something else, but that was the bag that this came in. And this is the Less Traveled yarn. I purchased this from her, and this is a BFL silk and cashmere blend. And so I think with this, I'm going to do one of the bandana cowls because this is a fingering weight yarn, really light. And I would love to have some spring, summer scarves or, you know, the cowls to wear because right now, Michigan, I'm still wearing my knit stuff. So yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do with that. The color of this is, I think I told you, Moonstone. And it's a beautiful purple, dark and light purple color. So yeah, I've been trying to support some of the small businesses and Instagram people and getting some yarn and things from just different places. So yeah, so I think that's it here. I will again try and post those pictures. I'll put any links that I talked about down below here in the description. And again, you can follow me. I am on Instagram mainly, but I'm also on Facebook and Twitter. And if you like this video, please like and then hit the subscribe button, and that helps me out here on YouTube. And if you would like to have any ideas for videos you'd like to see, I know this summer I'll be doing some more rabbit videos, and I have a drop spindle video that I want to do a demonstration on, so that one will be coming up next. So yeah, I hope you guys have a fabulous Monday, and we will talk to you soon. Bye.